Well, they're the two most exciting words in sports. Game 7. The Indiana Pacers blew out the Oklahoma City Thunder last night in Game 6 of the NBA Finals to force a winner-take-all matchup for the first time in 9 years. National NBA writer and columnist for the Boston Globe, Gary Washburn, joins us now with more on this. Gary, good morning. Look, it wasn't a close game, but there were some exciting moments. What were some of the highlights for you?
The highlight was Tyrese Halliburton, who was questionable with a calf injury, just come out and had a big game, especially in the first half. He's been really slow, had really slow starts in these games, and he just kind of sparked the team. And Indiana, after falling behind a little bit in the early going, just took control and basically, made it clear that they're going to go to a Game 7, that they were not going to be beat on their home floor, that this series was going to go the distance. And I just think, Indiana just played so well in Oklahoma City with a chance to win their first championship since moving to Oklahoma in 2008, just to look completely flat and lethargic.
Now, Gary, we looked this up. There have been 19 Game 7s in NBA history, the last one back in 2016. Why are these so special, especially when we're talking about the finals?
Just the intensity, just one game for it all. Obviously, basketball, you have a football where you have a Super Bowl, and that's one game for it all. But in basketball and baseball, there's series. So generally, these don't happen very often. The last one was obviously the very famous 2016 game between the Cavaliers and the Warriors, where LeBron James made that infamous block. Kyrie Irving made that jump shot, and the Cavaliers won their first title in 52 years. So this is for all the marbles. Indiana has not won a championship since joining the NBA in 1976. Oklahoma City has not won since moving there in 08. So this is for everything. This is one team is going to walk away with their first championship. The other one's going to walk away empty-handed.
Now, Gary, there's been so much talk about how these are small market teams. This is maybe not the ideal matchup the NBA had in mind. What do you think the impact of this series going to Game 7 means for the NBA?
I think this is a blueprint for how a lot of the smaller market teams can build championship contenders, the Portlands, the Charlottes, the Minnesotas, the Detroits, the teams that aren't kind of the benchmark teams in the NBA. They're not the Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Heat. These teams can build through just lining their rosters with talent, with good young players, good draft picks, and astute managerial decisions. And both these teams have been built well, and they're not expensive. These teams are not in the luxury tax. They're not paying millions of dollars over the salary cap to build their teams. They built it very intelligently, and I think that's a blueprint for a lot of the teams who feel like they can't compete with the big spending teams.
Gary, real quick before we let you go, who do you think has the edge Sunday night?
I'm going to say the Thunder, but I think anything goes in a Game 7. All the pressure is on the Thunder because they've been the best team by far in the NBA this year, and they've been the favorites. So Indiana's playing basically with house money.
All right, Gary Washburn, thanks for joining us.